that
That was
supposed to
that
be?
shit. Man. Charlie Sloth. I actually kind of like that. Yeah,
That was awful.
should have recorded that one.
It is recorded.
Make that the green button. Ow.
No, it's recorded.
What green button?
On the little device thing.
You know what?
Anyway.
Let's start.
Let's get started. Just talking shit. Let's get into it.
Let's start.
All right then, guys. Welcome to episode 21 of Don't Believe the Hype podcast. Exciting times. We are back again for our second installment
Yes, we
for our
are.
3-part series of debunking myths. Last week we had the amazing Tosin Cole.
Woo!
This week we are joined by another amazing guest.
We are indeed.
Let's get into our introductions. I'm Kesi, aka Case Boogie in the cut. What it do?
Shammy T, Tobi Treba, Mr. Treba, whatever you like.
Yes, sir.
And we got Mr. MBT. Guys, I'm toasted.
We had a couple shots of tequila before we got started.
I'm toasted.
well,
It's added to the heat wave. I'm
We
telling you that
already-
one. And
We have a all-round creative, don't we?
come on,
We have a journalist.
Come on.
An editor.
yes, sir.
She's worked with BuzzFeed.
Love it.
She's worked with Vice.
Yo,
Oh my god, I have actually.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I do my research. I do my research. You know, she's got her own podcast with her co-host.
Yeah.
You know, what's it called again? You
Black
want-
girls living.
Black
Yes,
Girls Living.
sir.
Indeed, yes, you do. You also got your Instagram page, don't you, as well? You know, celebrating black woman chocolate.
on.
We love it.
Black women, they're beautiful.
Skin, beautiful.
Do you think it's good to drink in this kind of weather?
it's
No.
not. Cause I'm really hot.
No,
yeah,
it's
I'm
not. It's
getting
not.
ready to fan myself one of these
It's
shoeboxes.
not.
You know what?
My God.
Because people doing oi in the pubs
Yeah.
right now, doing a bender.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you know, you gotta
Doing
do
the
what you gotta
bender.
do.
I
You gotta
know.
do what you
Wow.
gotta
I
do.
know. Anyway.
But ladies and gentlemen, we got Victoria Sanusi. Woi.
That's the best intro I've ever had.
It was a good one.
Ever.
It was nice. It was
Thank
nice.
I've been working on it.
How are you
appreciate
feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
That shot has touched my heart.
It's touched my brain. It's
I'm
touched my
feeling
toes.
very
You
nice.
don't
Touch your
understand.
toes.
It's touched my fingertips. Everything. Just
You don't understand. I'm just hot.
You know what? During my uni alcoholic days, we used to drink for warmth.
wow.
Hun.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's why I would say we got alcoholics.
sense.
It does save. Save
No,
the bill.
yeah.
Toby, no, it's mad.
That sounds like a very sorry story.
My
Back
electricity
in the
bill was
day,
high.
we used to drink for warmth.
Right now, yeah.
What?
The only people I know, yeah, that drink for warmth is the Russians.
Or nomads.
They drink for leisure.
Up in Ant House.
That one is not
You
even warmth.
keep
That one is
warm.
leisure.
Nomads.
Nomads.
Look it up.
Who's a
Do
nomad?
your Googles.
Do your Googles. You'll
Whatever,
find out.
man.
Do your Googles.
Whatever, man. But Victoria, it's great to have you on
Yeah.
our
No,
podcast.
it's no worries. No worries at all. You guys are doing your thing.
Aw,
Love the setup.
Thank
Love
you.
what you guys do.
We keep
Thank
it
you.
warm.
I've known Toby and Michael for time since I was
Yes.
like a kid. So I've always said to my brothers, like, you lot were like shoe connoisseurs, trainer connoisseurs.
Thank you.
I tried to.
And obviously, like, your girlfriend's amazing, beautiful,
Oh,
and
darling.
learning that you also are a shoe connoisseur.
He.
The whole thing makes sense.
Oh,
yeah,
I
the
love
thing,
that.
the thing dead there.
Fusion.
Yeah.
The thing dead there.
Fusion.
Like that.
Oh. Let's get started, man. Let's not even delay it. There have been some topics, right, that I have been trying to avoid for a very long time because I just feel like it's super controversial, but you are a media babe. So I feel like it's good that you're here. I feel like it's good that we can ask these questions.
Yep.
One word, Wiley.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Do you know what? Honestly, I really have been running from this for a very long
But
time.
why have you been running from it? Why are you running?
Why are you
guy, the
running?
guy. You know what?
Han, it's just so, I have so many thoughts. And I just,
You know what? Let me.
I don't know if I can
you know what?
articulate.
Let me start. I will start because I watched the video again. There was
Which
an
video?
interview. There was an interview with
The Sky
Wiley.
News one?
Yeah, I watched it yesterday just to try and get a better understanding of it. We all know Wiley's a bit.
Yeah.
He's a bit OTT with things.
He's about it.
So I had to watch it again just to make sure that I wasn't Wiley's on one of his episodes again.
Said
But-
episodes.
Not the episode.
No, 100%. No, because Wiley, the thing is with me and Wiley, yeah, is that sometimes I don't know whether he's doing this because he was trying to get attention,
Yeah.
or he's doing this because you have an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
he's
Like, it's a
just
very thin
overreacting
line.
to
The thing
Or
is, the thing is though, a lot of, I know we shouldn't say what we think he has. I think people are claiming that he has bipolar disorder, or just an episode in general, mental health
Yeah.
episode. There was a lot of people who come forward with bipolar and say, well, I've experienced this, and you'll never catch me saying the stuff he says.
Yeah.
Even with Kanye, people are like, I deal with bipolar.
but I'm not like this.
You'll never catch me on
Yeah,
stage saying
some
that.
wild shit like this.
So sometimes I'm like, but then I do think there's some people who do suffer with some mental health issues, and they do stuff like this.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to look at it, but at the end of the day, we don't really know what he's dealing with.
But like I said, I watched the video because I was trying to understand
what everyone was talking about.
what everyone was talking about, because obviously, like as we all know, he is banned from social media, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And I was asking myself, is that okay for you to kind of cancel this guy from social media?
Because he's been cancelled for real.
He has been cancelled. No, like, you know when we normally say, okay, someone's cancelled.
Yeah.
But they come back in a month.
They're cancelled for a term.
It's like isolation.
Even a couple of days.
It's like
Yeah,
isolation.
a little baby
you go
detention.
into a room and then you come back later.
Little baby
But this guy
detention.
he's cancelled.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done out here on social media.
Yeah.
So I was trying to understand, okay, was this right, what he did? Like, did he...
Was the cancellation right for what he did?
That's it.
Right.
So I was listening to everything that he said, and look, we live in a world of freedom and free speech.
Free speech, yeah.
So, shut up. Because I call myself, I was even, you know when you trip and you're trying to catch yourself. That's what I'm trying to do there.
Oh dear.
So
Fine.
I was trying to see, okay, does he deserve this? And I was listening to everything that he said. I was like, okay, Wiley, this is wild.
Yeah.
This
was.
is wild.
It was.
No pun intended.
Sorry.
This is
Wow.
wild.
Sir,
Worse because I didn't even catch
I was hoping for you guys catching on quick.
It was unacceptable.
No pun
Yes.
intended. But I was trying to see whether what he said was okay.
Yeah.
And he has the freedom, because this is the same thing that Nick Cannon was saying as well.
Yeah.
What he was saying.
Yeah.
The thing is that what I saw was that what he was saying, you have a Jewish manager. Yeah. So in that situation, like, the person that kind of helps you to get your
Bookings,
your
deals,
bookings,
yeah.
helps you to get paid.
Yeah.
Even though, yes, there is some freedom we have, you should have said it in a different way.
I think it was the issue that I found with the whole situation was, one, the word choice. I think I kind of understood what he was trying to say in terms of where his anger was coming from, but the way he said it made it sound anti-Semitic. I feel like the words that he chose to use was very offensive, and that's where the issue comes into play. I feel like if he found a better way of saying what he wanted to say, it wouldn't be the same reaction. I do feel like it's got to a point where anything that he said that was like that aggressive and that offensive, like, no matter what the word choice is, even if you try and link it some way to the Jewish community, a lot of people are going to react to it. And I feel like what he said at that time was out of anger, and it came out very wrong. Now, the cancellation because of it, like, people are going to cancel you because of whatever they choose to cancel you for.
Yeah.
So whether it's fair or not, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to cancel you, you're cancelled anyway. There's
Right.
nothing you could do about it.
Right.
I feel like he should have come forward and apologized. A lot of people would turn around and say, it's free speech. He should say whatever he said. Did he apologize?
Did he apologize?
Whilst in the interview, he apologized.
but then he said it again.
Yeah.
Then he said it again. Then he went on a mad one. And he even showed at the interview. It's like,
God.
it basically cancelled everything out. So it's like, Wiley should have come forward and apologized. He is allowed to say what he wants, but as I always said, like, look, if you're gonna say something, expect a reaction, and whatever reaction comes through it is fair. You can't turn around and say, oh no, I shouldn't get cancelled because of this. And really and truly, I don't think he cares whether he's cancelled or not.
Yeah. What do you think, Victoria?
Yeah. No, I agree with Toby. So, like, I feel like okay, so let's start with what he said. I feel like what he said was deeply rooted in anti-Semitism and just discriminative that word, to the Jewish community, because he's saying that they're basically saying that they have power. Whether you believe it or not, that's root. And I had to learn this myself. That's root in what Hitler believed that the Jewish community had. And there's lots of stuff that, even as a black person, that I don't know about the Jewish community. You just have to educate yourself and be like, okay, why is this particular thing offensive? Like, why is this rhetoric offensive? So once I got that, I was like, okay, I see. And then he was saying stuff like they comparing them to the KKK, saying that saying I'm sick of you Jewish people. All this, I'm quoting this, not my own words. Please,
please.
And and he was just saying all this stuff, and he was saying, look, when you say something about the Jewish community, they cancel you. And a lot of people are saying, oh, see, you proved him right. If he knew that, why do it? And also, I think I get you, Michael. Freedom of speech. You can criticize your manager if your manager is shit. Like, criticize him, fair dues, and you're the godfather of grime.
Yeah.
Do you need a manager in this point of time anymore?
Yeah.
You know what? What is so funny? Yeah, what is so funny is that. What's so funny is that someone from the Jewish community said, "Oh, we have to cancel him because of his following." Yeah,
Because of his following.
Because
The influence,
the influence. He's got so many people on social media, and
Everyone thinks that Wiley is mad.
No, what he said is that I'm not like Dave. Have you seen how many he's got?
The thing is, when he said that, I kind of understood what you were saying.
Explain, please.
I think what he's basically saying that in terms of the community, which is his genre, which is grime, right? He's not as big as the.
He's not that guy anymore, man.
He hasn't got the juice anymore.
He acknowledged it because he said, "Look, my career is done.
Yeah. So at least he knows. Like,
I don't have that much following.
Yeah,
These people just know me for shouting.
Yeah.
So
That's
no
sad.
one's gonna really follow me or act
upon what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say.
Why are you going to do that? That's what he was basically saying. He was basically comparing himself to Dave. That has.
Why Dave?
Does Dave have
I
millions?
think
Dave is probably watching
the way he put it is
calling me
that
out like
Dave
this.
is probably, he'll put Dave as the main person.
He's
in
the
grime.
guy. He's the
Thank God
guy.
you explained that, because when he said it,
Yeah.
I'm not Dave. I said,
It didn't make sense
And
at
what
first,
did
but
Dave
now
do
it
now
does.
anyway?
And then there was a woman from the Jewish community that was like, well, we have to. I think they're going to try and destroy Wiley. That's what they're going to do.
What do you mean try it? It's happening already.
Yeah, man. I think.
But do
he's
you know what
gone,
it is?
man.
Do you know what it is? I think there's a lot in the black community. One thing I'll say is, in the black community, we've already cancelled Wiley.
Since.
What, from when he was
Since.
Did you not cancel him? Or basically, we thought he was annoying. When he was doing back and forth with Storms, we thought,
That was very interesting.
It was interesting, but at that point you had disregarded him. He's not someone of interest anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Disregard him. I just never took notice.
if he was on
That is disregarding,
a wireless stage, would you go?
Absolutely
I don't
no
listen to
chance.
Wiley.
You ain't going to the stage.
The last tune I listened to Wiley was what? Eskimo.
What do we do? Usually drink.
Usually bubble.
It's so you, I love you.
And this is why I cancelled him, because he was saying time ago, not even because of that song, because I actually thought it was a banger.
Yeah.
But he was saying, Ed Sheeran jumping in with the black people.
All right, then Storms is dying with the Caucasians and he's with Ed Sheeran, but usually drink, usually dance, usually bubble was extremely Caucasian.
Exactly.
So
And I was like, I can't stand this guy.
God, guys, I'm really hot here.
but then-
Sorry, I'm sweating off. My
Do you want the Nike box fan?
Jesus, maybe we're gonna have to bring in a shoebox for extraordinary
But
measures.
on the second hand, in the black community, there's a conversation of I keep hearing a lot of us say, "Oh man, why is he cancelled so quickly?"
Yeah.
And how comes when black people, for example, are racist, or white people in general on social media are racist to like Diane Abbott, we don't see the same response?
Yeah.
It's true.
My thing is, I agree. No, I think the mindset we should look at it as, we need that response.
Yeah.
Yes, Wiley deserved to be criticised for what he did, but we need that response elsewhere.
everybody.
Not looking at it as Wiley shouldn't be cancelled because Katie Hopkins wasn't cancelled.
Yeah.
We should look at it in a way like, okay, we've seen that response. Let's see it elsewhere, like moving like that. And but the thing I will say, I'm not justifying Katie Hopkins, etc., etc.
No way.
Yeah.
But Wiley was on a 3-day.
He was on crud. He was on crud. Like,
He was on a spree.
yo,
He
he was like, anyone can get it.
Yeah.
Anyone
He
can
said,
get
you
it.
can't silence me. I'm the true Hebrew. He was going for a minute. He was going for a while.
The thing is, when I'm even looking at Wiley talking, I'm just like, this guy,
Bro, you know when someone just needs to come, like, just put the hand on the shoulder.
It's just like,
please,
enough.
sorry,
It's
man.
enough.
please, just step away
Why
from
don't
the
you
game.
sign out for me now? Yeah.
The Katie Hopkins thing that you guys are talking about,
Yeah.
is that the thing where she says the word?
It's not just the
Oh,
thing,
she's the
it's the
best.
thing.
It's the thing.
It's every
Is
single
she the
tweet.
word that? Is she the one that said the word?
The N-word on
Yeah,
BBC.
yeah.
No, that wasn't her that said it.
No, Katie Hopkins is disgusting.
Katie
Like,
Hopkins is crazy.
Islamophobic.
Yeah, she's the worst.
Against migrants, against black people.
Any minority she can go against,
Yeah,
she's
man,
gone
she's-
against it.
gay people, everybody,
Yeah.
everyone's getting it from her.
I really
She has not been
Free
cancelled. Yeah,
smoke.
she's the worst. No,
But she
she's
should
the
be,
absolute
and
worst.
They
No, she
deleted
should
her
be.
Twitter account.
Oh, finally.
But even with that, it took too long.
It took way too long.
We need to see
Way
action
too long.
quickly.
Still got Instagram.
Has she?
And I think
Yeah,
she
I'm
joined
seeing
YouTube
it.
actually. I remember seeing a
Lord
video. Oh,
have
was it
mercy.
TikTok? I saw a video of her like pretending to be in like a hijab or a niqab. I can't even remember which one it was. And she was like acting like she was making jokes about, the whole mailbox thing. And it
not
was
right,
just
man.
like, it was awful. It was just
right.
awful. But she still has that kind of free reign. I think what Wiley said was really wild, but it's so
No pun
wild.
intended.
So if you don't get out of here,
With that mess.
get out of here.
I think what he said was wild. I'm really interested to see
What happens?
No, how he's been it's one thing to be cancelled off Twitter, right? Because you're talking mess. YouTube, anywhere else, like all platforms.
Is the YouTube gone?
Yeah, YouTube is gone. YouTube channel is gone. He tried to sign up to TikTok after 2 days, cancelled. They deleted his account. The levels that they're going to make sure that he can never show his face in the streets again.
It's a bit.
Dare I say excessive?
I don't know.
I'm not
I don't know.
As I said, I strongly agree with like whatever reaction comes from it. Yeah, is you can't stop it. So it's equal.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to say that it is getting a bit excessive.
It's a little
You're basically trying to
excessive.
say, look, because one thing that they're gonna do next year is they're gonna delete all of Wiley's videos.
They're
What's
gone
that called?
already.
They deleted all these videos.
They deleted his YouTube channel.
Music videos.
Yes. What other channel? What other music
man.
videos?
But then he
Yeah, come
I'm
on,
not being
man.
rude, yeah. I'm gonna be like, he asked for it. He
I
said,
know.
he said,
He said, come at me.
if you do this, this is the repercussion, and he did
And he
it.
said, basically said, come at me.
Yeah,
And he came at him.
come at me, bro.
Do you know the disheartening thing is though, out of this whole thing? Like as I said, us black people, we don't really fucks with him too tough.
Yeah.
So because of the whole Black Lives Matter thing, I'm seeing a lot of white people be like, "But we stood up for Black Lives Matter." So
And now look,
but we don't fuck with Wiley.
That's the issue.
Stop using him
He's
as
not
an
one of ours,
example.
yeah.
Okay, so do you think from the black community perspective, should we have done something?
We didn't need
I'm
to
not
do
doing anything.
Why
No,
would you do anything?
you're on
That's
your
what
own.
we do.
Yeah.
That's what he's on.
After
The thing is, we weren't backing him before he did it. So
Then
it's
he
like,
did it.
what
Right.
more do we have to do? The issue is
you
that
guys just kicked him in there.
No, because
He's been dead
Wiley's,
since.
in terms of Wiley's influence on the black community,
Podcast is
it
gonna
was
be
pretty much
inside
dead
out
and
now.
gone. Like someone's already came for the grime title and they've taken him. So
And who was that?
Is I'll say Stormzy first.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'll say
Stormzy's
Stormzy,
great,
for
man.
sure. But like,
Stormzy and then Dave, then I don't know who.
What,
I don't know.
Tion Wayne?
no, just say Tion
No,
in
what's
grime.
the, is it? So, sorry.
Wow.
What's the one that says, and I got police in elections?
Oh, Russ. Elegance.
Oh,
Russ.
no, he's drill. He's drill.
Okay.
Drill,
Oh, I love that one.
And then
And I got police in elephants.
You know what? Yeah, we're digressing, but I'm gonna tell you with Russ.
What?
what in grime?
He's drill.
No, he's drill, but
drill?
the guy is he's
And
a
I
one.
got police
He's a one-hit wonder for me.
We're not gonna get that.
let's
We're
not
not doing
go
that.
there.
He in the drill scene, that tune banger.
Leave police intelligence alone. Okay, we'll come back to that some other time. Okay, all right, cool. What else are we going to? Okay, cool. Azealia Banks, the whole Azealia Banks.
No, wait,
situation.
sorry. Before we go there,
we're gonna go
I'm
there.
so sorry to cut
that's
you
cool. Yeah.
because you just reminded me, Michael, when you mentioned Katie Hopkins as the person that said the N-word on BBC. And it's been sitting in my mind this whole time. So all this time, I've been waiting for you to finish talking so I can be like, this fucking BBC. What do you feel about, firstly, their initial decision? Oh, I should ask you because you're a media babe. Their initial reaction, I don't know if you saw it. They were like, well, we're not sorry because they said the N-word twice in 1 week.
They said it twice.
Twice
What,
in
so
1
two
week.
separate videos?
Yeah.
I'm going
on
to
two
say
separate
my beats.
occasions. And they were like, well, a bunch of people complained, including me, and they came back with complaints and with the response to the complaint, and they said, we understand why you feel away, bet. We wanted to say it because we felt like it would. What was the excuse that they gave? Some rubbish about like
a big impact.
It was like, oh, the family that, because the reason why they said it in the first place because there was a family that got called the N-word, whatever.
Right.
And they were like, well, the family were happy for us to use the word, so we felt like the best way for us to.
No.
I read it, yeah, and I didn't want to read that long ass statement.
Yeah, it was a long
and
statement.
they said the family were eager for us to use the word to kind of
Let it hit home.
I'm like, why?
Which one is that now?
Let
Leave
me-
them.
The thing is,
Leave them.
in regards to the BBC
Yeah.
and a Caucasian person saying the word nigger,
Yeah.
yeah,
On TV.
it's a slap in the face,
A big one.
and I feel like they only. Do you know what? Yeah, this is what they've done. They've slipped it in there because they know they can slip it in there,
Yeah.
and then all they have to do is just cover it with a legal statement.
I feel like they put it in there because they knew they'll get a reaction, and they just wanted the reaction. I don't see that. Look, we have been through this 1,000,000,001 times.
Yeah.
It is not okay for any other race other than a black person. I know they want to argue, but you guys say the word nigger. No, we're not going to do
black.
that. We're not doing that anymore, okay? We don't need to explain ourselves again, okay?
Yeah.
You know, any other race should not be saying it because of the history behind the word. Now, BBC felt like it was okay for a black family to say, okay, cool, we're the spokespeople for black people all over the world. So they give us a go ahead, so we're going to use it. Everyone should be fine with it. Why not? Shake hands, keep it moving. No, we ain't going to do this. You guys were wrong. And you still haven't accepted. Cause I'm not accepting whatever they came out and said after and be like, we're sorry because that you guys heard the word is what I felt like they said. We're sorry you heard the word, but we're not sorry that we said it. That's how I feel it is.
They did eventually apologize though.
I don't care.
Yeah, after like
I don't care.
Too little, too late.
Do you know what though? When it happened, I remember on Twitter, I was like, okay, guys, we need to complain. Yeah. Because the same way the Jewish community, like, we're getting why the fuck.
Of course.
We also need to be, because the thing is with black community, we often complain, but we don't take action. So like, I got all my friends, I was like, you need to file an Ofcom complaint, a BBC complaint. They got 18,000 complaints.
That's still not enough. That's the thing. That's annoying.
The thing
But
is,
honestly, that's the highest. BBC Big Brother, when that white woman was saying that she someone was boxing her. And it didn't happen.
And it was a lie.
That got the highest Ofcom complaints of 20,000. And the BBC complaints is a bit different, but they got 80,000. So you can see it's up there.
That's a big difference.
I think that trickled down to them apologising. Of course, with that.
Oh, absolutely.
That guy leaving.
Yeah.
But I think that did make some impact. But sometimes you do feel powerless. Like, what can we do?
The BBC is is it probably the biggest media company in the UK?
Yeah.
So honestly, I feel like it weren't going to do anything. Even a complaint, it weren't going to do anything. In regards to Sideman, I clap for him because that is his career.
It's annoying.
Like, he has worked from Instagram to working himself onto BBC.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
And you've got a good role there.
Yeah.
And you have like a lot of people ask a lot of black people these days if they were in that type of position, or let's say someone in corporate, you're in a director's position, and this is what happens. A lot of them wouldn't leave. They will just accept it, accept the slap with the fish, and just keep it going.
But this is what's so annoying. It's like, why is it the same case every single time? Why is it that the company cannot understand that what they've done is wrong? Why does it have to get to the point where a black person has to say, you know what, I've got to end my career here because you guys can't seem to understand that what you're doing is wrong? I really do applaud Sideman for standing by the black community and stepping down. Like, that was such a big decision. Like, obviously he's probably got a billion and one other things that he's doing at the same time. He will be fine. But it's like, why is it every time that it's got to get to this point where black people are losing out on their opportunities just because the company doesn't want to take accountability for what they're doing?
We also need to understand that these companies, and this is something I was even looking at yesterday, these companies, the higher you go up, the less black people you see.
For sure.
So these are these are white people that come from a place of privilege. These are people that they honestly don't care. They don't care. So when you're saying, okay, cool, when these things happen, they really don't care. They only care about the numbers.
It doesn't affect them.
They don't. That's exactly it. They don't care. If it affected their business or affected the BBC from a mass point of view,
financial perspective, that's when they'll open.
That's it.
Which is why the
when everyone
complaints were
starts
so
playing
important.
TV license.
Who was paying that in the first place?
What do you mean when they said it left?
Me, I was paying.
I was paying
the
too.
TV license.
They sent me letters in uni.
And I answer them every year.
Let me even tell you guys something, yeah? You guys are saying, oh, when no one pays TV license, you don't know, the men in black, when they come to your door, and they won't even put, because before they'll send a letter through and then just walk away, and they'll expect you, okay, sign up for TV license. These guys will come at your door, the men in black, they'll men in black. Look, the thing that
you just have to swallow the TV. There's nothing else you can do. You have to swallow the TV.
I ain't watching that.
Put the TV in the fridge.
You know when they put the satellite dish on top of your house, and then you have that little rod thing that connects to it. When they snap it for you.
Do you know what? Me and my brother. So I'll be transparent. Me and my brother, my parent, we've dealt with like bailiffs, all that kind of rubbish.
We all have.
I feel like it's a rite of passage.
So when me and my brother, my brother who's close in age to me, Collins, from Made in Chapel podcast.
Yes, MIC podcast. Go check them out. My brothers.
So we were just like, we can't live like this. Let's just pay the TV license. Let's have peace of mind.
Wow. Yeah.
But before this year, I'll never forget one time the guy was like, my dad was like, we need to hide the TV. Shut the door. Make sure they don't see the TV.
Yes.
You just got to put a bedcloth over the TV. There's nothing there.
And what will it pretend to be?
It's nothing. It's a plot.
Don't worry about that.
Just a rectangle child just sitting on the
Yes, it's a
fire.
rectangular cactus, and that's what
It's
it
just
is
the
in
baby.
the house.
The
So
baby wants quiet.
it's just the gods. Like, it's so silly. But wait, let me ask a question though, right?
Yeah.
If you were sideman,
Yeah.
would you have left after that? I'll start with you.
If I'm honest, it's a tough position to be in.
It's
Probably
a very-
no.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'll say? I feel like every single black person has probably experienced a type of microaggression or racism at work.
Yeah, for sure.
And like a lot
Absolutely.
of us just firm it. And should we? I don't know if we should be firming it anymore.
Do you know the reason why we firm it is we need to also understand like where we're coming from as well.
Yeah.
A lot of us feel like the positions that we're in is a place of privilege.
Yeah, we're so happy to be
We're so
there.
grateful.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So when you're in a position where you feel like, and the thing is, it's not even we feel like we've worked so hard to get to this place.
Yeah.
Something like that, we really have to think about it hard.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I applaud him. I applaud
Yeah,
him. Like
yeah.
only God knows what he's gone through
Yeah.
to get to where he is. Like I said, he's gone through Instagram. He's done all of that. He's now on BBC. For
Yeah.
him to leave that position is a big thing.
Yeah.
But similar to Victoria, if I was in that position, honestly, I wouldn't have
Left.
I would have
Yeah.
just accepted it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you.
It will burn.
The burn.
Yeah, I think I'll probably criticize them.
burn.
Do you know what I will say though? I actually left a job because I felt like they were being racist.
Really?
Yeah, I was the only black person there, and like the microaggressions, everything was too much.
Really?
And I was just like, yeah, this is just piling up, and it's gonna eat at my mental health.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
I'm just gonna go to no job.
Nice.
Which, when
Oh,
I think
that's
about
a-
it, is actually mad.
Yeah.
But would I in that instant? But then I wonder, and I think, is there other stuff going on in the background? Because I think he works for BBC One Extra, where they have to censor the N word.
Yeah.
And you're telling me BBC we can say it.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Do you know? And the thing is, sorry.
No,
And the thing is that his position as well, like you guys said, he's going to be okay. He's in.
He
By
doesn't
God's
know
grace.
that.
By
Yeah.
God's
I-
grace,
the thing
yeah,
is-
we
But he
don't
doesn't know that.
Okay, he
Yeah,
doesn't
we don't
know.
know.
He doesn't know that. But from what I saw, he was on another podcast with Chucky and Fecky.
Oh, yeah, the JD one.
So it's like I feel like even based off what he's done right now, he's going to get opportunity.
I
Amen,
hope
amen.
so.
I
Yeah,
hope
by
so.
his
we
grace,
have
by
to
God's
support him,
grace.
man. Like
Yeah.
whatever he do, we have to be like us, the black community. We have to support what he does.
Absolutely.
Amplify it.
It's like if I don't have anything going on the side, it's a very hard. It's a sticky.
But do you know, I think that's unfortunately it's okay to stay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because you have to
Yeah.
think about your livelihood as well. Like
Yeah.
if you have kids or you got bills, like
Yeah.
it's not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
That's
But
it. Yeah.
again, I do applaud him. It's a
Yeah.
mad
What about
thing to do.
yourself?
I don't know, if I'm honest. I
Right.
think recently I didn't realize how much my mental health was affected by things like microaggressions. And I think now, as we grow more conscious of things like this, it's almost like you're hyper visible. Like if someone says something even a little bit racist, you're like, so and if someone could do something so brazen and there's no, I don't know. I genuinely
So
don't know. I don't know how I'd be able to go into work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even with all the George Floyd stuff that happened, luckily I work for a company that allowed me to kind of like bask in my feelings. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was allowed to be upset about it. I was allowed to be vocal and say that this is affecting
Yeah.
me. If I was to work for someone like BBC that was defending their right to say the N-word on daytime
says a
television,
lot.
when you can't even say the S-word past 9 p.m, but you can say the N-word in the morning,
Yeah, it's crazy.
that is so brazen. If I stayed there, like,
Sad.
what type of person would I be? And I remember I had a conversation with I had a conversation with this
With
guy
once.
Wow.
Yay, English.
and I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with it.
As you said what you said.
How can someone shout English? English!
Someone got a cricket bat and just slapped my chest.
It's the fact they didn't register at first until
I had a conversation with a guy once, and he works in the music industry. Screw y'all. And he works in the music industry, and we had this conversation of where something racist had happened at his workplace, and he had to make a very similar decision of, do I stay? The guy got fired, and it was a case of him taking that person's job. It would have been an immediate promotion, or not taking the job and leaving.
Yeah.
And I think he said that he quit, if I remember correctly. I think he quit.
Yeah.
But because it's a thing where it was like, you did not earn that promotion. You got it because the person above you was being racist, and they need a black person to make things okay. Do you know what I mean?
But then there's something in me, and I don't know if I need to even talk to myself, but I'm okay milking that position.
Well, this is it. If this is my version of nepotism and privilege, and like if this is the closest I can get, I don't think there's a wrong answer.
The word is get it how you live.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we've got. Do you know what I mean?
It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, but I feel like opportunities, they're sometimes they're not easy to come by. And I feel like when you do get into a position, I hope to God you take the chance to make change.
Yeah.
So when something like that does happen, me personally, in terms of the sideman decision, I'm not stepping down personally.
Yeah.
I will try my best to either voice my opinion on my own show.
Yeah.
The issue that you do face with that is that they can fire you.
Yeah.
And stepping down is probably a lot better than getting fired, really and truly.
Yeah.
But in terms of the example that you just brought up, Kesi, I am taking that position. I am going to do that with my head held high.
And the thing is, you can be the gatekeeper for other black people to come in as well.
Indeed.
So it is sticky. I don't think there's a wrong answer. I don't think there's a wrong answer.
What we also need to understand is that even though he might have gotten that position, or he was going to get that position, it doesn't necessarily mean that he would have been a gatekeeper.
Doesn't mean.
Sometimes. You can evoke change small. Or maybe not even.
There's certain people, that get into positions thinking that they're going to be able to do something.
Yeah.
And it's like, mate, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You have no power.
You have no power. It's like, okay, a very good example, this Black Lives Matter situation. Something I was reading on GQ magazine is that they have now, I don't think it's something that they've done recently, it's just something that's happened over time. Yeah. But there's now roles such as a diversity director. And it's like, that role is like, have you created that role just to show, okay, cool, we're doing something about this situation, but really you have no power.
See, this is my issue though. The issue is that when we do start seeing stuff like that, which could actually evoke real change, why do we have to second guess it? Because we want change, right?
Right.
And the only way we're going to get change is by these opportunities coming.
Right.
Yeah. Whether it's a reaction to something, does it matter? Because now you actually,
that's what we're trying to
now
do.
We actually have the opportunity to do something.
Right.
I mean, I do get that the intention behind it might not have been positive, but you can turn it into a positive.
It was a result of what has gone on.
Yeah,
Like,
even if it didn't come from the purest place.
And a lot of people probably turn around and say that, look, I mean, I know as a black community, a lot of people will be like, we have to stand together because we have to make change, and this is the truth. Yeah. But some people actually turn around and be like, why do I have to be the person that has to do something right now? Why can't I just celebrate my victory and just keep it moving? Like, do I have to do something?
Do I have to be that guy?
Really and truly, I'm gonna actually turn around and say, look, there's no obligation on you to do something, but deep down as a human being, if you do feel something is wrong, it is your obligation to do something. You have a duty to do something, being true as a human being.
And it really depends on how much backbone you have.
Yeah, it does. Because you've got to take it as individual situations.
100%.
Everyone's the same.
Everyone's gone through their own situations. And it's like, you have to go with what feels comfortable. Yes. And like you were saying, like, if you feel like it's wrong, but a lot of people, even if they know it is wrong, they don't have that, like,
the conviction.
Power. Yeah, that's the conviction or the power or the strength.
Yeah.
Or the mindset to be like, okay, damn, like, I'm going to be the one to do this.
Yeah.
But do you think sometimes, because I've been in many places, many jobs, and just see microaggressions time and time again. I'm like, should I say anything? I'm like, but then I'm like, these people are already mad. Are they gonna
Yeah.
Do you want me to mash the madness? Do you want me to mash the madness?
The thing is that you would, I understand what you're saying, but you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. In certain situations, for example, if you're in an environment which promotes that, then go as mad as you want.
Feel free.
Pull your hair out. This place here, remove it.
Do what that lady did with the broom when the girl dropped the broom. I can't remember what it was, the Indian Big Brother.
Pooja.
Dying for it.
Yeah.
You're asking for it. You're dying for it.
You just react. You just gotta react.
No,
Instant.
That's the thing. If your environment promotes it, which there are some businesses that do promote that, kind of like, you need to speak out.
Yeah.
There's some environments, I'm not gonna lie to you, you talk, you're coming out that door.
That's it.
But
That's it.
You're walking out that door.
the thing is though, when you're a black person and you're the only black person there and you see something and you speak up, like for example, I once worked somewhere where they confused two black politicians. Yeah.
Come on.
And I was like, we gonna do anything about it? They were like, oh, it's just a Getty error, blah, blah, blah. And I remember feeling like powerless.
Yeah.
But then when you do say stuff in some situations, you kind of feel like they see it as an attack on them.
Yeah.
So then they start to go, oh, but I'm not racist.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't
I
say
didn't
that. I
say
just
that.
said that moving forward, I think that we should implement blah, blah. And they're like, oh gosh, now I'm seen it as, you know, like a me problem. I thought I was educating myself on my privilege.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
no
one even got that far.
it's crazy. I'm going to bring it up, but we're not going to get into it. It's like when people turn around where the Black Lives Matter movement is trying to move forward, and everyone's saying, but is it only Black Lives Matter? That only matters. Like all lives matter.
Dear.
It's basically that kind of
Not
situation.
going
We're
to
not going to go into
touch
it,
that.
but it's basically that kind of situation that no one's saying that other races don't matter. We're just saying this particular situation is a black matter, and we're trying to inform you that look, Black lives do matter, and we're all on the same level playing field. It's just that the system is built so that other races are here and Black lives are treated here. We need to be here together, fusion.
Not fusion.
Fusion.
But even on that, yes, since Kesi cut me off before,
I'm so sorry, but this matter was pressing.
I want to bring up the Azealia Banks situation because this is kind of about matching energy too.
Right.
Because Azealia Banks, I mean, Kesi could probably bring up the backstory behind it, but Azealia Banks basically came out and said that I think she was having a breakdown.
She was what looked like a breakdown. So she went onto her Instagram story and was basically like, I was gonna do the shaky voice, but there's no need for that. Basically, she was basically saying like, I need someone to come and like look after my dogs because mentally I don't feel like I've got the she was like, I don't feel like I've got the capacity to look after my dogs. I'm worried I won't be able to give them the care. Like I can't keep crying at them and screaming at them, and like they need to eat. So can someone come and get my dogs?
Put this on Instagram?
Yeah, on her story. So
No, I'm not saying it like I'm judging her, but it's like she must not have nobody.
yeah,
around.
well this is why it was extra
We're
concerning.
gonna talk about that. Continue, Kesi.
So this is why it was extra concerning. I think one of the things that we wanted to touch on was the contrast of the reaction that she received, and even like how widely it was received. Because Azealia Banks is a celebrity, and it's someone that everybody knows, but no one actually knew that happened. Versus what happened with Kanye West, obviously his recent outbursts that have obviously been received, and everyone has kind of gone down the sympathy route of Kanye's clearly going through something, we need to pray for Kanye and whatever. And so I think the reason why I wanted to bring it up personally, now that we have another girl here, another lady.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, it does for once. Is to talk about the difference. Yeah, the balance. Talk about the difference of reaction between a black woman saying or projecting something, and it's clear that she needs help, and the reception that she receives versus Kanye West, a black man, and him having his outburst.
What was the reaction to her?
Everyone was like,
They were getting onto her.
they weren't. It wasn't so much vim.
No sympathy.
But there was not much sympathy at all. It was very much like, Azelia's back with her usual shit again. Yeah. You know that same old. No one wants to hear it from Azealia. Man, get out of here. Wow. She's mad anyway. Blah blah blah. She's a witch.
That's the thing, and that's what I was saying to you earlier. And I know where Kesi's gonna come from. That okay, a guy did this, but this is a woman.
I'm just putting it out there.
In regards to her, yeah, I've never liked her.
Yes, I mean,
I've never liked. She's a troll.
She made some good music.
I used to get called her all the time.
No, I was gonna say I'm looking at you and I'm seeing some similarities.
Do you know what? Yeah, Nicki Minaj fans came after me one time. I
swear.
Yeah, and then
because they thought you were Azealia.
Yeah, they said, shut your buck tooth mouth.
Wow.
You Azealia, Banks look like with your rugged ass.
Wow. Wow, you people stay tripping.
I'm just saying, Twitter's very violent. I don't
know where it comes from. Bow, bow.
Wow.
Jesus said, turn the other cheek, you turn it. Bow,
Buzz.
100%.
Yeah.
Wow. But the thing about her is that I've never liked her.
Right.
Like, on social media, even on Nick Cannon Wilder, I was watching Nick Cannon Wilder, I was like, who are you?
That was a
But does that mean
hilarious
you can't have
episode.
sympathy for her?
No,
though?
okay. The thing is, the reason why, and
Sympathy or
it's not nice. It's not nice. But the reason why a lot of people don't have sympathy for her is because she gets onto people as well.
Yeah, she's nasty.
She's that's it. She's very nasty. The character is like it doesn't gel with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know who listens to her music.
I mean, what
her
you
music
do when
is fire.
I up here?
Yeah.
That song was
Tobi,
banger.
I was into one too. Early Uptown.
come on.
You know what? Sarah, that was a banger. Stop it.
Okay, that tune's a banger.
Yeah, it
But
was.
Besides that, I don't know any other tune.
Oh, there's that other one.
Music is good, but it's just
Honestly,
she's a nasty girl.
She is the troll that is under the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
come on.
no.
That's what she is.
Oh,
No, 100%.
What?
100%. She's the troll that's under the bridge, and that's the reason why a lot of people do not gravitate towards her.
Yeah.
So in the situation that she's in, it's like
if Katie Hopkins did some shit, we wouldn't have any.
You
sympathy
wouldn't.
for her.
So
Yeah.
why? So
Okay,
now,
Katie Hopkins,
the thing is, I feel so sorry for her. Because even in this time of isolation, that we were in, only God knows what we were all going through.
Right.
And only God knows what she's going through as well.
Right.
For the fact that on social media, she gets attacked every day.
Every day.
So only God knows what's going on with her mental state.
Yeah. But
you haven't made yourself a likable person.
Right.
So no one is going to really sympathize with you.
I think. Okay, like you might not gel with her personality, but whatnot. But I get what you mean. Like she said some cool things. She's been homophobic. She said something to Zayn Malik.
That was
she called him
awful.
the P word.
Yeah.
Like
And
she
you want Zayn to come and check your
said-
dog?
Yeah.
He's gonna kick your dog.
They said, fuck them dogs.
He's like,
Fuck them dogs.
She like I get you. She
said some nasty things.
Because but the thing is, with black women, we defend all the time. And even I used to defend until I saw the same Zayn Malik thing. I was like, yeah, there's no more.
Yeah.
Look like a clown.
Yeah.
But then we defend so much, and I feel like because we kind of feel like we're the only ones for each other,
Right.
And like, and
hear that.
I do feel bad for her that she's going through something. She's by herself. She has to go to Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think
Cry for help.
I think I saw a article recently that she had to reassure her fans that she's like mentally stable or she's not going to do anything bad.
Wow.
And that just makes me wonder like what the hell was going on there.
Yeah.
And it does make me scared because black women, with our mental health, the statistics prove that we don't get checked because we, especially in the black community, Nigerian community, we just say, oh, just pray, firm it, all go through things, blah blah blah. And there's so much trauma we deal with, and I think as well because we know that she's bleached her skin, she probably has colorism. She's done it before in the past, and she's admitted it as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's so much within black women that you go through, and I think she's also been sexually abused.
assaulted.
So there's a lot to it, and it's just like it just bubbles up. And I think a lot of people just like with black women, oh, you just not firm it, but we get called superwoman.
Yeah,
or
strong.
Yeah. I'm not fucking strong,
At all.
I'm not gonna lie, especially with black women, we naturally assume you are strong.
But why? Where did it come from?
You know what? The thing is,
The mic.
the thing
I've
is,
been watching. It's been dropping every second.
You didn't say
It's like it.
No, I was waiting for it to figure it out.
the thing is, look, and it's gonna drop again. The thing is,
You got to drop your head.
Yeah,
To match the mic.
balance.
The balance. Come on. Fusion. Remember?
Okay, wait. The thing is,
You're
come
gonna
on.
hurt your neck, man. You're gonna be like an
no.
icicle.
The thing is, even looking at my mum,
Yeah.
looking at everything that she goes through and all of that type of
Yeah.
stuff, I naturally just see her as a strong woman.
Yeah.
So when I see those type of things and I see all the women, because I've got a lot of women in my family, I'm like, damn, like I've seen what they've gone through and I'm like, okay, they're
so
strong.
strong.
So I just equate it to that.
Yeah.
Seeing what
But
they
you
go
would.
through.
You would, though.
That's it.
You would. I think it's the thing where it's like, for women, I'm going to get that sorted.
No, continue.
With women, black women especially, because I'm a black woman and the people I'm surrounded are they're black, so I can't speak to other people's experiences. But especially with our mums, for instance, a lot of their existence has been synonymous with like suffering.
Yeah.
That's like part and parcel. It's kind of like a rite of passage for a lot of black women to
not
go
nice
through that
though.
suffering. And it's literally a thing. It starts from childhood, where it's like young boys are allowed to go out and play. Young girls need to learn how to cook rice. Young girls need to know how to do the dishes. I'm the second oldest, and there's 3 girls, and we've got 1 boy. But it will be a thing where my youngest sibling, who was a girl, was younger than my brother, but she was not allowed to play. She had to learn how to do the dishes. My brother's allowed to go off and do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
When there was a time where it was like, oh, it's time to make food. I remember there was a couple of years ago. So my mum must have been on like a night shift or whatever. She wasn't in the house. And our youngest, she must have been like 15 at the time. And my dad was at home, somebody that is very capable of making himself food. For some reason, the onus falls on my little sister, who's 15 years old, to make dinner. And that is literally from the dawn of time. When it relates to black women, black mothers, there's this thing where it's like, we are born to serve. We are born to suffer. We're supposed to be your ride or dies. We're supposed to build with you, or like all this stuff. And so that is why you'll look at a black woman who's not allowed to complain, by the way, and should be happy with what she gets, by the way. And all of this stuff that she's been through, and then you'll say, yeah, she's strong, boy. She's been holding it down. I didn't have a choice, and you didn't give me a choice. Life didn't give me a choice. Life didn't give my mum a choice. So that is why we end up being strong. But excuse me, why would we be strong? Yeah. Hello, we're going through it.
It's like Michelle Obama came out saying that she had low-level depression.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh my God, I'm so shocked. I was like, but why?
Why?
Do you know that she was the black? The first black. Inside that building.
Mate, I remember the stick that she got. Not just the pressure. The stick that the media gave her. She looks like a monkey. She's not beautiful. She's this. She's that. Tall. She's too bulky. She's too muscly. She's too this. Serena Williams.
Oh, my days.
And for some reason that they like to put her against Maria Sharapova. When they're not even in the same lane. Man. But they do these things and they call her a bully, or they call her what the other day there was a tennis match that she had and she threw the racket. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of other lady's name is.
Who? Which one?
I can't remember her name.
The one that's half Japanese.
Yeah.
Naomi
something.
Osaka.
There
you go.
Got it, man.
Yeah, but like all of these, all of these descriptions that they use with black women, and it's like bully, aggressive, feisty, strong. What else do we get? We get what else? I'm trying to think of what my colleagues have called me in the past.
Boy.
Yeah, aggressive.
I never forget when I was called aggressive at work. I said,
"Can you imagine me?"
No, because this is my first job. Yeah, my first job, and this white girl was shouting at me.
Imagine.
And I thought, "Fuck it, I'm shouting at you back."
Yeah, absolutely.
and then the boss sat us down and was like, "Vic, can you just stop being so aggressive?"
Wow.
No.
No, I looked at the window. I was like, I swear this girl was shouting as well.
No, it doesn't matter.
And it makes you feel crazy as well.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's ridiculous.
All right.
So what do you think then, based off of the reaction that Azealia got versus what Kanye West got? Do you feel like it's a black man, black woman thing, or is it because people just don't like Azealia Banks?
No, they don't like her.
They do not like her. I feel like if she was not the type of person that she was, people would have gravitated towards her. The thing about Kanye, the reason why Kanye, and I don't want to say Kanye gets his bly, and don't look at it from a men's perspective, the reason why Kanye in general gets bly is because Kanye, we've seen Kanye's nice side. We know that Kanye's also got whatever he's going through as well. So it's kind of one of those situations where we're like, okay, this is Kanye. We understand him. We kind of sympathize with him.
And it's nostalgia. Sorry, he's got bangers. And we loved him for the music he gave us.
And that's the thing. He's likable.
I don't know about likable.
No. I like Kanye.
Kanye's a cool guy.
That's it. You cannot say that thing.
I think after the Trump thing, it was just like,
he stopped being cool a long time ago, you know?
Okay,
yeah.
But there's stuff about Kanye that you always like.
That's fair.
My Dark Twisted Fancy. That you Antonio
but this is what I mean. It's nostalgia. It's the music. But in terms of him being likable, I don't know about all of that.
Okay.
After Yeezus, is it Yeezus?
Yeah, man.
But his attitude's been stinking.
Do you know what it is? I think maybe you mean like people kind of like, it's like he's part of the family. Like even if you hate, it's like you kind of, you've grown with him.
Yeah.
He's been a part of all of our lives.
Yeah.
Some in one shape or form, like when you say stuff like what's that thing that he was saying in that interview with Zane Lowe?
Google?
Disney? You don't have the answer, Sway.
You don't have the answer.
Sway. Even that one too. Like those things are like, they're part of pop culture.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. But the thing I will say about Kanye, that when he was saying those stuff about Kim's mum, Chris Jones.
Oh my days.
I was like, there's problems in this home. There's problems in this home.
That was so funny though. That was hilarious.
And I felt bad laughing because I was like, I don't know.
You don't know if it's true or not. You don't know if it's true or not.
Is it really true?
And then yesterday he tweeted, Chris just put me onto some new music. I said, the same one that you're calling.
No, shall I tell you what annoys me, yeah? It's when Kanye does his thing, yeah, which is actually just so scary. It's like every now and then, yeah, him and Jay-Z fall out. And out of nowhere, Cardi B,
I miss my bro.
I'm like, bro.
I miss my bro.
Let me say, the thing is, Kanye is a flip-flop.
He is. But
he's going through stuff though. I don't know.
If he is going through bipolar like Kim said he was, that is literally the definition of bipolar.
Okay.
It quite literally is an extreme flip-flop of mood. You will be happy 1 minute, elated 1 minute.
I think he's going through a live version of Get Out.
No, don't do that, man. Come on, bro.
They've tilted the chair.
This is mental illness. This is a mental illness.
The thing is, at the same time, is that we're saying it's mental illness.
But he could still be going through the madness too.
It could.
Yeah, it could be a bit of both.
He could, because we don't know about Kanye.
Yeah.
1 minute.
No, it's not that we don't know about. We don't know what they're doing in Chris's
We don't know
house
about
and
Chris,
Kim's house.
yeah,
They might have taken a picture and...
That's it.
Yeah, you hate to see.
You never know.
Yeah,
You never know.
no.
But honestly, like you said, Kanye is part of the family.
Yeah.
And Azealia Banks is like the cousin that's 15 times removed. So
Wow.
I'm not seeing her.
But we can still. I still have sympathy for her.
Yeah.
Even though, and it's hard because it's like you get on my nerves, like all this stuff that you've done. And I don't know if it's because I still have sympathy because she's a black woman.
I think that's what it is for me. For
Because if
sure.
It's not because she's a black woman. We
It
just
is.
don't like her. Get out.
No,
I have
the reason why you have sympathy.
Okay.
Like,
You guys have
personally-
sympathy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that.
Listen, I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, we got.
And we have not touched on
No,
anything that we wanted to talk about.
Okay, because I was going to segue, and because obviously you was talking about how women are naturally seen as strong women and etc. So there was a question that we were talking about, in regards to women and men in relationships.
Yeah.
And should women stay in a relationship to build the man up?
So what's the actual myth then?
Yeah, so let's get into our myths.
Okay.
Let's get into our myths. So debunking myths.
Okay.
The myth number one is.
The myth number one is.
Could one of you say something, please?
Number one is it is the idea that is part of a woman's role as a good woman to help her man build himself to become a better man.
Yeah.
Should the woman settle for the IKEA flat pack?
Yep, the IKEA flat pack.
Who the hell wrote
So
that?
you gotta build it up.
It's
So like basically like an IKEA wardrobe, you need to.
I actually
Put 'em
feel
up.
so sick.
or should the guy come fully ready,
Fully
Okay.
full
Fully
tank,
Roy.
Aston
Yeah.
Martin,
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
ready to go.
Do you know what? If you love someone and you meet someone and you
Preach.
love them, they got. Hey, I'm gonna sound like a pick me, but if they generally have ambition,
Yeah.
and you see in them and you get to know them, they
Not
have
falling
ambition.
in love with the potential.
No.
Preach.
Ugh.
I know.
Shout, preach.
No. The thing is, though, a lot of women say he needs to be ready. He needs
Yeah.
to be built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was about to sound like the biggest pick me. I was about to say, oh, you.
But
built.
if you look,
The thing is, though, there's nothing.
but you yourself, have you looked yourself in the mirror? Are you ready for a man?
I'm so
Oh, Victoria.
I'm so
But
done.
the
Wow.
thing is, there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with, let's say, both of you are building together.
Yeah.
So, for example, me and my boyfriend, we met at 20, and we've built our
Grown
careers
together.
together.
Young love.
Yeah.
Blah
Young
blah
love.
blah.
We like that.
But I don't know. I think it's hard sometimes to be like,
Yeah.
you don't have a job, so
Yeah.
I can't get with you, or you
Yeah.
don't have a career
Shall I
because
tell you what the issue is? It's really, really like it's another thing that I feel like is part of the Instagram age. I feel like there's a lot of things where people have come up with. Someone's randomly said, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna settle for a guy that hasn't built himself."
Yeah.
Every girl's like, "Yeah, that's right,
you
that's
know-
right,
do you know
okay,
what-
cool." And then from there, it's like it becomes a part of their psyche where it's like, "Look, I can't tolerate a guy that hasn't made himself by the time he's like I'm seeing girls that are barely even finished uni talking about I need my guy built." Madam,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But what
Do
I
you
would say, sorry to
understand?
cut you,
No, you're built like a Ford Focus.
Why?
sorry to cut you, but you know these girls, yeah, that you're like we're seeing
That
on.
you're
I see
referring
on
to.
social media all
Yeah.
the time. But are we seeing it in real life?
No,
because I don't
we're
know
not.
a single one of my friends who has a guy who's like everything is perfect. Like they have a good car, they have a good job, they have like it's impossible, especially our generation. We come from a generation where we've come off the back of the recession.
Yep.
Yeah,
Our
another
families
one.
are.
We're going back into one.
We're in one.
I'm dead.
That's what I'm saying. We're going back into one.
That's two in one lifetime.
But everybody
It's
should
like
be built.
3. Yeah.
But do you
anyway.
know? Do you know? But I'm like, my thing is, there's two things. I think, are these girls really? Are these men and girls? Is this rhetoric really alive? And
Yeah.
also, I think it's so sick for you to think for a guy to finish uni at 21 and have his car, have a license, have a ridge, have a good job.
Yeah,
have,
yeah,
If
yeah.
anything,
Do you know
it's harder now.
Do you know what it
it's
is?
hard.
Yeah, because I'm okay. It comes from both parties,
Right.
Because it honestly that term, and women don't get at me for this, but I see it a lot from women, and women are always saying, okay, they want to see a guy. He needs to be in the best position. He needs to be driving a range. This type of stuff, and it's one of them ones. I'm like, where are you getting this from? I understand they don't want to go through all the hassle and the drama.
But what's wrong with Range and Ford Fiesta?
But
lifestyle, man.
this is the lifestyle.
Let me explain exactly what it is. It's called, the definition is called Wagyu lifestyle. If
The
you
Wagyu
understand,
lifestyle.
You understand the difference between standard Sainsbury beef here, which you can get organic or you can get taste difference. But Wagyu, my gosh, that's a different life. It's sweet.
This guy.
Tender.
Let me ask you the question. What's your thoughts? Should a guy come flat pack or ready made?
I feel like
with the Range Rover.
It would be very unrealistic of me to say I want XYZ blah 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 in order, especially at my age. Maybe not at my current age, but like let's say like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, for me to expect my partner to have it all at the age we are, it's just unrealistic. However, I don't think what I think is that there is an expectation. This is the myth, right? The expectation is that a woman is supposed to build. If a man has nothing, you wait there. What do you think you're doing? Where are you going? You have to build. And whenever I hear this myth, yeah, I just think of Baby Boy, and I think of how stupid Tyrese was. Yeah. But the expectation is that if you have a good man like then you love him. You can't let him go. You have to build with him. Yeah, thank you. But that's the expectation. That's what the myth is.
Sorry, not to cut you. Are you done?
Does it matter?
Well, no. I was gonna say like that example is kind of extreme.
No, but it's not though. Really, it's not. As a woman,
kind of
hold on.
extreme.
As a woman, there have been. I can give you a ton of instances where there have been guys either that have like wanted to date me or like my friends, and like their house is really not in order. You know,
their mom's house or their house.
They're figurative.
Okay, cool. Cause I actually thought you meant house. I was like,
as in their shiz naive, not in order. Like their ducks aren't in a row, and
cool.
the expectation is that like if you don't have I'll give you a common example. Yeah, if you know when you hear like on Twitter or like amongst your friends like. Oh, I can't afford a date. A guy will say like, I can't afford to go dating right now, blah, blah, blah. But I still expect her to like feel free to come to my house and whatever. If I can't afford XYZ. That is an expectation that a lot of guys have. Like, if I can't afford to take you here, I don't see why you can't come to my house. I don't see why you can't build with me. It's a thing.
It's mad.
Can you not go to picnic? Can you not go to Nando's?
But why?
Come to my house.
Why? Listen, why should I suffer if I don't want to suffer?
So you pay for Hakkasan?
No, but why should I suffer?
You pay for Hakkasan?
No, listen. If I pay for Hakka, if I don't pay for Hakka, yeah, that's nobody's concern.
It is.
Because you know what it is, right? If we're keeping to traditional gender roles,
here we come.
Yeah.
They first asked for
here we come. We want progression, but we want to come back a bit. Not too much, but that's
equality,
but not too much.
The payroll,
not too much.
The payroll gap. Slap it.
Let me be clear. Yeah? I am an advocate for traditional gender roles. I don't mind cooking and cleaning, but yeah, everyone likes to cut that sentence short because a woman will cook and clean. What about the role of the husband? Right. Because if I'm cooking and cleaning, that means I'm not paying for jack.
Right.
I'm not leaving this house. Really and truly, that's what it is.
Listen,
I'm not paying. No, but wait. But that's the traditional gender role that I'm talking about.
Some women are cooking and cleaning and paying all the bills.
Yeah. How can it be?
No. That's an extreme. Now I understand. Thank you for making me understand that.
Yeah.
But in regards to what you're saying, in regards to cooking and cleaning, you're cooking and cleaning. Yeah. I understand that is something.
Yeah.
But
I'm pushing out the boat.
That does not justify shit.
No, I'm pushing out the boat. The myth, if we keep to the myth is that there's this expectation that a woman should stay around for a guy even if he's not like fully ready. No one's really out here saying that he has to have everything in order, but there is this expectation that like even if he's at his bummiest, you still have to take him at his bummiest because #love, because #real one. And that is not an expectation that I want to keep to, frankly. If I have a standard of something that I want, if Hakkasan is my standard, whether I can afford it or not, and that's my standard,
go for it.
And you tell me you can't afford Hakka, I am allowed to say, excuse me, sir, we're not doing this.
Literally, you've actually just summed it up because I really feel like it's a situation where everyone just needs to stay out of everyone else's business.
Yeah.
Like if the girl wants to be with a guy and you guys categorize the guy as a bum, then that's your own beef.
Business.
Let the girl be with the guy. If she wants to go with the guy that's Hakkasan, my brother, leave the girl alone.
The other way.
If you can't afford a Hakkasan, leave it alone.
Bloody leave it alone. Instead of going out there and complaining, why is she asking for so much anyway?
Don't put coins on the table in Hakkasan or they will turn you down, please.
Yeah.
But what I will say, I do think
that
they will tell you to jump into the water to get the fish.
Go to the kitchen, start doing dishes.
That's it.
What I will say, I do think some men look at women and they're like, I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna treat her like shit. But she has to stay with me until I'm ready
to
be a man. And do you know
it's a thing though?
Do you know what? Do you know how many guys I know that have cheated on their girl bombastically.
Not bombastically.
And then have the nerve to do Instagram posts saying,
Mr. Bombastic.
Why, man? Why?
You have to go.
Get off.
Get off the damn mic. Go on, Victoria.
Go
please.
on, sis.
So damn rude.
and these guys will do Instagram captions saying,
I know I did you wrong. I know I took the piece. I know I really dragged you on the floor like a mat. But I love you. Thank you for staying strong with me and caring for me.
Sickness.
Through sickness.
you stay
and
from me from a boy to a man.
Yeah.
How are you telling everybody?
Let me tell you. I saw one tweet. Yeah. What's the guy's name? The guy's his name is Young NBA something else.
Oh, no.
And he goes out with some woman called Dream or something like that.
My guy, the little young boy.
He was like, I miss you. I'm sorry I did you wrong. I'm a changed man.
Yeah, he said, I miss you, Dream. I'm ready to make it right.
And Dream was like, look, if you want to see me, go
to
inside your
sleep,
dream.
you can have plenty dreams.
I was like, wow.
No, but it's good.
You got the confidence.
No, but this is the thing. The expectation. It's so silly. The expectation would have been that she would have had to stay through, like,
Ride or die.
Because this is the thing. It's the thing, especially if we go into the music industry. There is this kind of expectation that a rapper is allowed to turn from a boy to a man, be doing all of his shenanigans, and then eventually come back. J. Cole loves talking about how he cheated on his wife. Every goddamn song, any excuse. Yes, with kids. Any excuse.
with kids.
Yeah, with kids. Any excuse. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm mother and this is Loretta. Yeah, we really go through it. I really be cheating on her every night. Yeah, she be calling me. I've been missing the calls, having threesomes. J. Cole, you don't have to do this on
But
the
the thing
phone.
is, no, cheating is shameful as it is.
Yeah.
But
Then
then
you're telling everybody that I fucked up. Do you know
and
what
you
this is?
stayed with me, and now we have kids. Yeah,
I think it's, sorry to cut you, man, but I feel like this is so ingrained. Like, even my mum does it to me. So, like, my boyfriend didn't come to the house for, like, a week.
Yeah.
And my mum was like, oh, my God, have you got broken up?
Yeah.
Did he cheat? Just stay, manage him.
Oh, you see.
And I was like,
You see.
Whoa.
But this is a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's traditional.
Ingrained.
I think it's traditional. From a traditional perspective, they're like, look,
Culture.
you need to, because obviously you need to go through the ups and the downs. You wasn't with
Again,
me shooting in
part
the
of stuff
gym.
for you
you
kind
can
of
go
thing.
through ups and downs, and downs don't have to include cheating.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
There's a
But
tolerance level.
I am going, because obviously, because of time, I'm going to ask another one. Okay, dating down. Dating down the ladder of age.
Gosh.
What?
Age.
Yes. Is it
only
wrong?
Age, though? Is it only age?
Nah,
or is it also-
dating down
What
has
is
nothing to
it?
do
What
with
age? Or is it in regards to
It's
quality
status.
of life?
No.
That's a quality of life.
Dating down is in relation to, like, being in a different tax bracket. Do you know what I mean?
So
You're
quality
living
of
that-
life.
Come on, man.
Quality of life. Okay.
That's
wait.
in relation to, like, healthcare, my guy.
Okay, let me
For my healthcare, so we
Let-
can't
okay.
be together.
Quality of life.
Let me give you a good example. Someone's on 15k, yeah, and someone's on 115k.
Yeah.
The quality of life is
It is different. It is
Of
different.
course, that's
It is
you
different.
can see by the numbers.
So yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
All
that's
right.
so that is
Fair to
dating
see.
down. What do you think? What do you think, Victoria, on dating
know what,
down?
yeah?
What's your thoughts on it?
I even think the
you
term-
wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's what they
But
wanted
she
to
actually
do.
was shooting with him in the gym. Is that wait?
In fact, she's the owner of the
which
gym.
Wow,
which,
Yes.
which basketball player was that referencing?
Kobe.
I don't even know.
Because I
Was it
think it
Kobe?
was. I think he had to apologize.
Really?
Yeah, because she was there for him.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, and the thing is, I
feel like it
get
was Kobe.
you wasn't shooting with me in the gym. I don't know, or it might have been another. It might have been another one who cheated actually,
Yeah,
and I think it was another basketball player who cheated on his wife, and she was about to fall for a divorce and get half. I think this was the case,
Did I
and
make it up?
they came that line. They came with that line, and then but she was shooting.
Yeah.
And also, do your prenups then.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
the
that's really how you
or
feel.
whatever. If you don't want the woman to have the money, then do your anyways.
You need to speak to Dre about that.
In any case, sorry.
The term
dating down, yeah.
The term dating down,
Yeah.
I feel it's harsh.
It's very harsh.
Because I can't imagine, if I was dating someone and they're on 75k and they said, yeah, my girlfriend, I'm dating down, I'm not going to lie. Like,
Yeah.
she's only on 30k.
Hey, yo.
Listen,
the thing is,
I don't know.
my question is, does that come more from men or does it come from women? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like because it might be a shame situation. Like, because this can be shameful. I feel some lads here, they don't care about that. Like when a woman is doing amazingly, and there shouldn't be an issue anyway. But some guys, you literally don't have any shame. They'll be like, they'll basically be the guy that's like, my woman's working 5 jobs. I don't care. I can deal with that. I'm living good. Yeah. But it's like when it comes to women, though, I feel like
5 jobs.
I feel like that's also a kind of a new thing too. Maybe I might be wrong. Where a lot of women are like, if my guy isn't on the same level as me or above me, I can't be with him. It's like, what was the thing that we talked about recently? What's her name that she brought out the book and the entrepreneur thing?
B Simone.
B Simone, where she was like, I can't be with a guy unless he's an entrepreneur. Yeah. I can't be with a guy because he won't understand my hustle. I feel like a lot of people have that at the back of their minds.
The dreams of entrepreneurship is just
crazy. So a lot of people are like, look, if you are not on my level yet, I can't be with you. I think that's wrong, personally.
Okay, let me now say something, because I am now going to use Kesi's answer to another question. Is their preference?
It is their preference.
And do you know what, fair? You can't force somebody.
No. It's their preference.
But I do think it's unfair to be like, I'm dating down, you know. Like, why are you even in that position? Oh, I'm dating down. They don't even have car. They can't drive. They don't have money. One itself. They don't buy.
Do you know what?
Like, why?
We also need to understand in the society that we live in. It's a society that glamorizes like money, wealth, lifestyle, all that type of stuff. And it's like a lot of people are seeing that, and when you're fed that information so much, you kind of forget everything else, and it's like, that is what I want. So
yeah.
What you do you disagree?
I don't disagree with what you just mentioned there, because I feel like you're 100% right. But I think when I think of dating down, and Toby asked the question, is it men for women or is it women for men? I think generally dating down refers to a woman, because there is this expectation that a man would earn more than his woman. If we're just talking about a heterosexual relationship, there is the kind of expectation, if we're keeping traditional gender roles, the role of the man is to provide. So he should have more money coming in.
Women are making a lot of money these days.
Yeah, and so I think that when
they're
we
driving some nice cars.
Yeah, when they come up with the term dating down, I think that's in relation to like the idea of the idea of like women. Like if I was earning 100k and my partner's earning 20k, I'm dating down. I'm dating down.
Are you dating down? Are you dating down, or is his salary lower?
That's dating down.
Dating down.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like Michael said, it is preference, and I really do. I feel like it does come from a point of view of where a lot of girls feel like they have to put up with a guy's situation sometimes. Whether they want a better lifestyle for themselves, so they're working hard to get it. Yeah, they've got the salary now, they've got the paycheck, they can afford it. My man has to be able to do exactly the same thing. If anything, it should motivate your partner. But once again, 100%. I feel like it's a lot of influence on the outside. Everyone on the outside, please shut your damn mouth. If the girl wants to date down, let her date down.
Go on.
Yeah. Oh, so the thing is, something that came into my mind was Think Like a Man in the video where what's her name was dating down. And the thing is that beautiful lady, like Toby said, people should stay out of people's business, and you don't like, even if the guy is earning a low amount at the moment, he might be satisfying that woman in all her needs, and he might be still doing what he's doing. Like he might be paying the mortgage still, might be paying what he needs to pay, and then they're living on her salary to do whatever. So it's like what works. It's like what works for them.
Yeah.
So I don't think it is wrong.
I agree.
Society says it is wrong.
I agree.
But I'm not gonna lie. This might be pick me. I think I'll vomit if I was on like 75 grand or whatever, and my partner was on like 15.
Yeah, well.
And they said, oh, I need you to can we get Sky? Can we get Xbox? Can we do this? Can we do that? Like, on me, I think I would vomit.
You gotta pay. Wait. You gotta pay though.
Auntie, can I buy the PS5?
Sweet mama, can you please get me that PS5?
Can I buy the PS5 with 2 pads?
That's when he comes and sits on your lap and it's like, Auntie, darling, rocking.
Now his legs are swaying against the seat.
His feet can't even touch the floor.
I mean, like, I 100% understand what you're saying. I feel like when you're in those situations, it's down to whoever is the person on the receiving end of that to understand that, look, if my man or my woman is going to be doing this much work for me, I need to put something in. I feel like it's generally human nature. If you don't feel some sort of like way where you're like, cool, if my partner is doing all the work and I'm not doing anything and this does go for women and men men, it's like, look, you have to feel some sort of motivation to be like, look, I've got to get up and make something of myself or do something for my family. I can't have my partner doing everything. That's crazy. Like,
and I think as well, I think the idea of dating down, like I know I was just doing a lot of talking, but I don't agree with the term generally. And I think dating down kind of, it feeds into this idea that relationships are transactional. That it's like, oh yeah, I can only be with a guy that can like give me something. And if I can give 75k worth, I expect them to be able to give me 75k.
70K. Wow!
English.
70K. 70K. He was excited about that one.
70K. When I look into your eyes. Oh God. 75k plus is what I was trying to say. It's this idea that it's like, if I can give 10, I want him to give 10 plus. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you can't give that to me, then this relationship is a bust, which is not like the example that you gave for Think Like a Man. She was getting something from that baby caterer. Obviously, that money could not buy.
100%.
Do you know what I will say though?
It was the food.
Do you know what I will say though? Like, you never know in life when God's gonna be like, you're redundant.
Reals.
Or we've seen COVID.
I was made redundant. Like, you just never know when something's just gonna happen. And like, so you could be the person in that relationship, 80k, you're redundant, and the person with the 10k is now holding you up.
Now you're looking at 10k differently now.
Basically, start watching.
Because it's still money. It's still
Start watching the podcast. Just love, man.
I'm going to ask one more question.
I think we have time for one more too.
One more. Okay, so life expectancy.
Oh, I really wanted to do broke shaming.
I wanted to do broke shaming
Let's
too.
do broke shaming.
All right.
Let's do broke shaming.
Well, so my question didn't make it.
No, please. All right. So the myth with broke shaming is it's two things. All right, I'll throw it out there. Who do you think broke shames more? Women broke shaming men, or men broke shaming men?
Women broke shaming men.
Or men broke shaming men.
Yes. Don't worry, we have to think about this one. I'm not gonna lie, it did catch me at first too.
Women broke shame men all the time.
Do
you know the reason why men can't broke shame other men?
Let's hear it.
Because of the pride. We don't do it. We don't look at it.
Because it's always, I'm trying to be like you, bro.
It might be, bro. I'm trying to
get
doing
like
your
you,
thing,
bro.
fam. Look at your kits. They're clean. I love that.
Thank you.
Do your thing.
Air Force One.
Do your thing. But women.
Is that why you had to step?
Let me tell you, there's women there's women that I have come across. There's women in this life here that they will.
I thought you were gonna say in this room.
There's women in this life here that look at you from toe up.
And
they'll be like,
see, when David was looking into your eyes, you're looking at my shoe.
It's true. Women broke shame men like all the time. Like, it doesn't even need to be them saying anything. It could be even in the gestures and what they do. Like, fam, women will broke shame you in the way that they will say, okay, let's go out to eat. You've paid for the food. They're not hollering at you again.
Look, I've seen the cut eye. I've seen the cut eye from women. Like that you ain't got the money, bro. Cut eye, yeah. Wow. It's very sad. I haven't seen it done to me because I'm not saying I have the money. I'm well presented all the time. Yes, I am. Yeah, so I have not seen that cut eye personally. It's just that. That's just the truth. Man.
The thing dead there.
It's not overconfident.
But
it's like
Victoria?
when I see it, it's like, ooh. It's like, this is what you really think. Like, just because the guy looks like this, do you not think he's still got it? Like, it's harsh.
It's because you're saying that there's judgment on appearance because it's not what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg always wearing white shirt and blue jeans.
Exactly.
No, but the thing is, the thing is with him, it's not even broke shame. It's just that they look at him like, why?
Why?
Do you know what I'll say though? I have noticed that men do broke shame women. Maybe not on the same scale. No, trust me. They'll be like, oh, look at you with your £5 boohoo dress.
Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That's out of spite.
Okay, no. It's not. No, it's not out.
It's out of spite.
It's out of
spite. I agree with you. It's out of spite.
When you don't give them what they want, it's out of spite.
It's definitely out of spite.
And I've seen guys that at such a level, they're doing so well, and if a girl that's not up to par to their standards, they will broke shame you. So
it's not good.
It's vice versa, but women do it more than men. Women do it to men more than men do it to guys, and than men doing it to women.
I think women do it more than men. I think it's true.
It's a shame.
I disagree with you all.
Get out of here.
But wait, let me be clear. I wasn't saying that men broke shame women. I was saying men broke shame other men.
And you think we do?
And I believe that men broke shame other men.
Let's have some examples.
That's his chatty patty.
It will be things like, bro, they'll be like, what? Niggas is really out here wearing Rolexes when we're watching Aduma Piguet now. Oh, wow. These guys are really wearing Cartier when we're really wearing DBTHPodcast.
That is chatty patty.
No, you want to call it chatty patty, but that is men broke shaming other men.
Okay.
Or do you know what? Another perfect example is when like men there are a couple guys that I know that work in a corporate setting, because obviously that's where I am, and there are a lot of people that say stuff like, like people don't really still AVPs, or people are like, what, on that tax bracket? Ooh, people haven't even really bought their first house already. We're like that. There is a lot of that, like. In regards to like people aren't buying houses, we're buying houses. Really? Like there's a lot of that. So I do.
It's not easy. People.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think context is very important.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think it's worth mentioning that women have this expectation because a man's role is to be a provider.
I hear that.
And if you cannot provide what they want to provide, they're going to make noise.
Yeah.
No, they won't deal with you.
They're very vocal about it.
The thing is, I don't have any friends like this, but I do know women. And it's true. I do know women who say, "I don't date guys who wear non-brand shoes."
Yeah,
or that don't have designer watches.
Yeah,
who don't have a car.
Yeah,
I've seen some nice shoes, Zara.
What's your business?
Or non-branded tracksuit bottoms.
Toby. Yeah, I hear you.
Or tracksuits. If they can't drive, I won't date them.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
just
their
like,
preference.
But then them too, they can't afford the designer.
Yeah.
Yo. You know what? That one pisses me off. It pisses me off.
I don't know.
With this broke shaming figure, I feel like it's I'm gonna name it the age of the Birkin bag. I feel like people,
the age of
I like
the
that.
Birkin.
I'm gonna name it the age of the Birkin bag. I feel like people feel like for some reason, because you can show on Instagram that you have this item here, you can live that lifestyle. Now everyone else that doesn't have that item yet is beneath you. I feel like we've got to a point where people feel like you've got to put stuff on show, and if you don't put it on show, you haven't got it.
Yeah, that's so true.
And because you haven't got it, it's kind of going back to this playground antics where it's like, look, because I'm King Bob in this situation, because I've got it on show, like you see what I'm doing there? Because I've got it on show, it's like everyone that can't do that yet is way beneath me, and I think it's completely wrong. Like, you can't be out here just be like randomly judging people. I'm telling you, that person that you're judging could be your blessing. Like, you're playing yourself.
Could be your blessing. Could even be your boss.
Could be your boss. It could be your uncle. Like, he will go to your mom and say, "Look, I saw your daughter, Yasilifa. I saw your daughter on the road." On the road, doing Jagama for a bag, and she said, "I'm broke."
Yeah,
and that's when you get beaten at home. Like, be safe out here, please.
Yeah, I feel like, like you said, I have heard guys broke shame other guys.
Of course.
Like it, and when I see it, I'm like, you don't know your age.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't know your age. And the thing is, it's not even an age thing. It's the life we live in, the society that we live in. That guys, there's guys here that feel good, and the thing is, I commend them. I like feel good for achieving all these things, getting your house, having a property portfolio, having your Cartier, your Rolex, your Piguet, your Audemars. I'm gonna say the whole thing. Yeah, you can have all of that, and you can feel good about you, but it's one of them things like it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
It don't mean
But
shit.
to Instagram, it does. And that's what makes it now. For some reason.
Do you know what I think? I see the broke shaming occurring more on Twitter as a whole. Like, for example, how I see stuff like, how are you 25? Have you not moved out? How have you not bought a house and you're 30?
Everyone's going through their own situation.
Or you see stuff like, how are you not on over 30 grand? I'm thinking, tell me I want to see your bank account right now.
No, but the thing is, even if they are, because I know a few people that are making
high earners.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, everyone's time is different.
Exactly.
Everyone's time is different. Everyone's trying to look, this life that we're living, especially in our age bracket right now, everyone is trying to find their thing.
Just trying to stay above water.
And that is it. Thank you. Especially in the time that we're in, because we're in a bloody recession. Thanks.
Save your coins.
Thank you.
But do you think girls shame girls?
Yes, for sure.
But give me an example.
It happens.
No,
where'd you come from?
The thing is, I'm not gonna lie yet. The way I've seen it, and I'm gonna say two things because it's kind of fake now. I feel like I really take this whole you go girl, like, as girls kind of shaming other girls. Like, no, I don't really see.
Land.
I don't really see the truth behind it. Like, okay, cool. So if a girl is out here, I don't know what I'm trying to use hair for example, but if a girl has got her low grade hair from AliExpress and the other girl has got it straight from the mountains of wherever
Shanghai.
get their hair from. But the girl's like, oh yeah, go girl, you do your thing, yeah. But when they know that, look, it's not that great, but you don't want to give some sort of like.
But that's
help.
encouraging.
I think
You don't want
it's
to help.
fake.
No, wait,
It's fake, man.
Toby Land. You said they don't want to help get the mountain hair.
They don't want to give them some sort of advice to be like, look, okay, cool.
do better.
To do better. It's like, I really feel like a lot of girls are more, and I think I'm kind of getting this from this post that I saw recently, which was the toxic positivity, kind of trying to flip it in a sense, because a lot of people try to hide like this you go girl act to kind of be like, okay, cool, people can see me being positive, but really and truly, yeah, you're like, this is bad.
No, I don't agree.
The wig is bad.
The wig is
don't agree.
bad.
No,
So
I don't
feel
agree.
like I'll count that as a sense of
the wig is just looking
don't
like
agree.
a Neurocap.
No, I don't agree. I think that's a reach. I feel like
Wow.
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's a big reach.
You girls are fake at
I don't.
It's
No,
a big
girls are.
reach.
I think girls are. You know, some girls have it in them to be fake, and that's fine. Like I know a couple girls that would have the capacity to do something like that. But generally speaking, that I don't know, like if that's something that you occur. I don't really get. I don't get that vibe. And to be honest, I don't actually. I don't know. You let me know about like you and your friends, but especially like around the people that I hang around with, there really isn't that shame at all.
They don't have time for that.
All of my friends, they don't care for designer. They don't even know what designer is what. Like that's not their interest. They've got interest in other things. Like one of my closest friends, she tells me all the time, she's like, I don't care about designer. I care about going on holiday. That's her bag. And I will never shame her for not knowing what designer is what. And she will never shame me for not wanting to go on holiday. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just not a vibe. And I don't even think that's because we're like decent people. I think generally speaking, girls don't really listen. Pretty little thing. We're out here wearing £10 dresses.
£10.
Okay.
No,
There
but
is
the thing is,
nothing
women-
in terms of shaming.
The thing is, it's okay for a girl to wear £10 dress because the way the fashion thing is all set up, it's like women, like it's not a problem.
Yeah, but the
It's not a
point,
problem.
but the point that I'm making
You think
is
I'm gonna wear? Honestly, I don't have anything wrong with wearing boohoo men or whatever.
I said
to the
boohoo,
mic.
man,
Oh, can you-
please.
I don't have no issue wearing that. No, because
Nah,
I had to
I
say
don't
that. I had
have
to
no
take that
issue.
into. I don't have no issue.
Yeah,
But it's like
Because when they
for
holler at
women-
you for hashtag sponsor,
yeah, you gotta say, wow, boo.
You know, I
That's
saw you
not-
doing that thing with Quavo now.
but the point that I'm making is because women can wear such cheap dresses, no one's I just have not come across
that's true.
any
Not
girls that are like, what? How can you tell me that? Blah blah blah. Because we all shop at PLT because we all wore that same one dress.
Oh, that
2 years
green
ago.
one.
That green one. Did you have it?
no, I wanted it sold out though.
Nah,
that's it.
I'm too.
But now I
tall.
got the green one from Melissa Wardrobes.
Which one? Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Is
go
it
from
nice?
Zara. I got to pick it up today.
That's it,
Actually
man.
tomorrow. Cause
I got the white one.
Is it? Which one?
You know the white one, the white one.
The white one.
Yeah,
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 the white
yeah,
one.
You see, I love
Guys,
I'm not gonna
and
lie.
this is episode
we need to get
21.
going.
I know.
This is episode 21. So this is our second installment
You guys
of
talking
the
about dresses,
Debunking
damn.
Myths, the Debunking Myths 3-part
We're
series.
gonna call it Venus versus Mars.
Yes,
Like
we're
that
gonna call it Venus
Venus
versus
versus
Mars.
Mars.
Yes, that's such a sexy title.
Sweet.
So sexy, so sexy boy. All right, well, this is episode 21. Don't be the hype. We have had the amazing Victoria Sanusi. Thank you so much.
No, it's not.
Bye.
Thanks for having me on,
This has
guys.
been so much fun. All right, then tune in next week. We live. We out. We're too late.